Okay, so I bought this product, the GT2 Ice and Wheel Scooter, on the date of 10/2/2024 for the price of $679.99. Okay, I bought this on 10/2/2024 on the date of, that was said, for the price of $600. $679.99. Okay, here's the order number, just so there's no propaganda about what I did when I purchased it. The first thing to go out was the tire and the tube. Okay, so there was a week or a 2-week wait on just getting the tube through the internet. Okay, and I think I had to go through a different company to get a different tube. Okay, and the issue that I found is there was some caulk, or there was some glue, and this top on it. This cover for the screw here, okay? That was the first issue that I encountered. I don't know what's happening, but you can see here, I've got 2 old tubes here. And I think I got a new tube somewhere else. So I got 2 old tubes and this. Okay. And that was when I bought it. Then there was another issue. The screen broke. Okay, so I purchased a new screen. I purchased a new keypad. The reason why I put this there like this is because I'm having trouble removing this handle. Okay, so I didn't want to break anything, so as a temporary fix, I put the zip ties here because I do not want to pry this up and scrape it. I don't know if somebody put glue on the bottom of it or whatever, but you can see as it's functioning, I plugged this in correctly, and I put this on temporarily with zip ties. Okay, the light, as I was folding it down, this light, this cord, came up from the other light, the last light that I had, and I purchased a new one. Okay, a new light. So let's see if it works. I'll show you it works. It works fine. Okay, there. You can see it works. You can see it's functioning properly. Okay, let's look at the turn signal. Turn signal works. That turn signal works, but the only question is, that brake light here, that's only one little spot on the brake light. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what it is now. Okay, let's turn the lights off so you can see the lights were plugged in, and obviously you can see this is correct, but the odometer here doesn't read the 1,400 miles that I put on this motor. Okay, the odometer doesn't read the 1,400 miles that I put on the odometer. The odometer reads 5 miles, and that's an issue. That's a major issue. Okay, so I purchased a new keypad, a new screen, a new light, and a new circuit board. Initially, when I found the circuit board, there was no differentiating between the old style and the new style. The new style is 4 cords, and 2 of which are for the negative and positive on the battery. Okay, this is the control, and then you have the ground wire here, and that's what I think. Okay, I'm not the best, but I'm not the worst. And I asked for a diagram. I asked for a schematic of the wiring, and they never gave me a schematic of the wiring and the diagram. I had to do this all myself and draw my own picture and my own diagram. And I'm frustrated about that because no one has answered any technical questions of mine. I'm angry about it, okay? And that cost me, on the date of 2/6/2025, that cost me $183.12. Okay, on the date of 2/6/2025, that cost me $183.12. The reason why there was a wait, you can see a 3-month wait here, okay, is because my head was hurting. I was feeling frustrated. I'm feeling like people aren't being honest to me on the internet and the communication I have, and I don't like the feelings that they're giving me. It gives me depression. It makes me feel upset. It makes me feel like I can't trust people around me because I don't know if they can remotely access this at any given time. I'm telling you the truth. Okay, so this is the other issue that we're having. Okay, I turned it on. I turned the system on. You've seen the light was on correctly. And you've seen the functions check that I just did. Okay, the other issue that we're having on top of the tubes, and I got new tires for it here. So let's talk about investment. I think these tires cost $15, so these are the new tires for it here. Okay, this is the new tires for it, and I have another tube, and then the new tires, which I haven't put on because of this. This is the old keypad. When I had the old keypad here, you can see, and I only know this from looking at the new keypad, is when I look at the old keypad, it looks pressed in. Okay, you look here and you start examining it, but you look at the M and the power button, and on the end here, you can see here, it looks pressed in. And I didn't know whether that is true or not, but I did not do it. And how would I have known that if I didn't buy a new one and have something else to look at? Because you look at the diameter here of the new keypad, and it's not pressed in. So here, I don't know who had it before. I don't know if some kids got a hold of it and just pressed in, but it looks pressed in here. Okay, you can clearly see when you're comparing it to the other one, you can see this keypad looks pressed in. Okay, here's the screw in the bolt for this new keypad, which I'm hesitant to put on because I don't want to scratch it and pry this off. Okay, here's the new bolt, Allen bolt, Allen screw, and bolt. I don't want to pull this off because I don't want to scratch it. That's why I put this with this tape, with these zip ties here. Okay, this is a new style controller, and the website didn't have a picture of the new style controller. It just said new style controller with all those old wires hanging out of it, so it looked confusing. It was not user friendly. I found that out myself when I compared it to other scooters and, the model. There's another model that looks like this that is very similar, but it's not the same model. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the steps like I was told. So we go ahead and we turn it on. Okay, we're powering on here. Okay, I'm going to show you what this is. Again, the odometer is not reading the 1,400 miles that I put on the motor. That's an issue. That's a clear issue. I'm frustrated about it. I don't know how to change it. Okay, I took a 3-month layoff on this because of a headache and not being able to get specific answers. Okay, right here, well, we're going to see this. I'm lifting this up with my foot here. So, and then we're going to press this, and it says it's only going to go 6.2 miles per hour. No, that's too slow. I'm very frustrated over that. Okay, that's too slow. I don't like it. That's not correct. Okay, I'm angry over that. I'm angry over it. I'm depressed over it. I'm feeling singled out. I'm feeling made fun of, okay? Right here. Now it's going 9.3 miles an hour. No, that's too slow. Okay? The average speed of a bicycle is 16 miles an hour. We can have elderly people going 16, 17, all the way up to 25, 28, 30 miles per hour riding a bike. Elderly people and children riding a bike faster than this product goes. I'm upset. Okay, so there's another mode here. That's turbo. Okay. Lift it up. We do turbo. And we're going 15 miles an hour and 15.4 miles an hour. No, that's too slow. Although I could control it. If I was on a public pathway, I could control it manually to go that speed. It has a cruise control option on it. When I first initially bought the product, it's going a lot faster. That's what I'm after. Okay? I don't have time to wait and spend. I don't want to spend that time. Okay, here. We're going to long press M. Okay, as you long press M, P01, MPH, P05, 00, okay? Press it again, P06, 00. Press it again, P99, 99. I don't know what that stuff means. They haven't told me, okay? So I don't know what that just did. Okay, 6.2. Alright, they were saying on the internet, press the M 5 times. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoever is doing this and whoever told them to do that is that you're going to look here and what happened to this one, and I didn't do it. The M is pressed in because on the internet it reads press the M 5 times. Well, what happened was whoever was doing this pressed the M, and they kept telling them to press the M, and they pressed it 5 times. And as a coping strategy, as a coping mechanism for the incorrect information that they were getting, they pressed the M in. You can see this here. They were frustrated. And it wasn't me. And that's my conjecture. That's my answer why this is pressed in. And I didn't even know it was pressed in until comparing it to this. So, one more time, I'm going to do it as I was stated, as somebody told me. So you get the M, you press it. Okay? Long press it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? There, P011. Kilometers, miles per hour. Kilometers, miles per hour. That's a plus button. See? Plus. Kilometers, miles per hour. We're in US, miles per hour. Okay? Or the negative button will also do that. Okay, so the plus and the negative button will also move that up and down. Alright, let's go here. P05. I do not know what that means. 00. Okay, P06 here. Boom, boom. And this is me just pressing the M button. So it's cycling through this. I don't know what it means. And this is what's frustrating to me after putting this time in. After changing the screen, after that long wait, doing this fine that somebody pressed it in, spending that $183.12, and then seeing this, and then having the cap on with the glue on, okay? Looking on the internet and seeing this, the controller and seeing multiple cords run out of the controller, but it says new controller type, and there's only 4 cords that run out of this: ground, negative, positive, and then the power. Okay, how to control it through the keyboard, making a conjecture. The other issue was on a micrometer. Look at these pins. Okay, look at these pins here. So you take the multimeter. Here's a multimeter. And you take the multimeter and you stick it to the top of the pins. Okay, here. Look at the micro pins. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 micro pins. Look at the tips of a multimeter. Look at the tips. Okay, those tips are not going to fit. Are not going to fit these types of pins. Okay? We can go through and we can check all these. Some of these have 3 pins. The male hen has 3 pins. The female hen has 3 plugs. So we got, some of these have 9. Some of these have 4. So, and they're color coded. But you guys aren't telling me how to do that with those pins. Look at my hands. Okay? That they're not made for that sort of thing. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm having anxiety. I'm not feeling good inside when I'm telling you this. That's not something that I wanted to discuss. I'm feeling angry. Okay? I'm feeling very angry. I'm feeling like you're taking advantage of me. That's what I'm feeling like. I'm waiting on a new motor. I went ahead and I purchased a new rear motor. Okay? Why did I purchase a new rear motor? Because the odometers. The odometer reads 5. Okay? On this motor, it's 1,400 miles. Okay? That's illegal here. Okay? And I'm not going to be so naive and do this legal, non-illegal stuff. But I need more speed out of this. I need the top speed on number 2 to be 18. Okay? I need the top speed to be number 2 on 18 miles per hour. I need that to be 18. Okay? Because that's what I normally run. On the side, that's what I'm running. We're not doing this little kid stuff. I'm a grown adult. Alright? So the total that I've spent on this, not including the response bird and the time that I'm taking to do this, has been $960.70, not including the shipping fee, because I shipped it from the east to the west, and that was about $500, not including that. So I'm feeling frustrated when I'm not getting suitable answers. Okay? That's called oppression. That's called discrimination. Please, again, gonna go here. Number 2, 9.3 fastest. That needs to be 18.